Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside Truist Park. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. The Cardinals are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, this guy's properly nicknamed Ground Chuck because if he's on, you're going to see a steady diet of ground balls. Very important for Charlie Morton that his middle infielders on their toes. He should induce a lot of ground balls. Changed his arm angle a few years back after modeling after Hall of Famer Roy Halladay. Charlie Morton has been a very solid and dependable starter, and I expect him to pitch well in this one.
First pitch on its way. Tommy Edman is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. The 1-2. Hit in the air to shallow center. Acuna comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Stepping in next, Demetrius Lewis. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage. What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lewis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now that's popped up. Trump is under it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cardinals, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. So now into the box is Eddie Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rosario.
Fouled off. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next, it'll be Austin Riley. Here's the first pitch to him.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all day.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
The windup and the 0-1. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. We'll move on to the second now at Truist Park with... Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt, number 35 now on the season, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here's the first pitch. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. Nolan Arenado touches them all. Home run number 47 thus far, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he has an even 10 hits in 28 tries. Now the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
That brings in Tommy Edman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is... So stepping in is Ronald Acuna, entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark. Here's the first pitch.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And the pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 to count now. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First delivery to him. Jorge Soler is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Ball 2.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
A strike called in the upper part of the zone.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
2-2 to Jorge Soler.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Dan, tell me how frustrating that is right there. He comes unglued the pitch before, and then he shortens his swing, and he's able to fight you off for a 2-strike knock.
Sometimes, Mark, that's how you can get fooled as a pitcher. You see that previous pitch, you see that big swing, and you're expecting another big swing, but what does he do? He shortens it up and hits a bullet for a base hit.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Soler leads off first with 1 away. Soft liner to the right side. 1 there. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Digging in will be Demetrius Lewis. He collected a base hit his first time up. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Acuna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Right side hit hard. Albies picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now to the plate, here is Orlando Arcia as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Left side. And that's the first out.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
So here's Johan Camargo. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First offering on its way. And they'll start him with a changeup, but this is too high, ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1-1 to count. Now here it comes. Hit out toward second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. How about that?
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
And now pitch on the way. Chadwick Tromp is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. This pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. All set for the start of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Nolan Arenado will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Well, He's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Arenado is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Here it comes on 0-2. And that's swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away. Next to hit is Yadier Molina, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Arenado, the runner at second with one away. Down the third baseline, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The throw home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Right fielder, number 3.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Dylan Carlson, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On a line to shortstop, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. He's set. Here it comes. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Tyler Matzik answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. And the Cards are going to wind up with extra bases again as they are on fire right now. And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Now that's designated hitter, Demetrius Lewis.
Into the box now, Demetrius Lewis. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge. Stepping up is Eddie Rosario. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Now the 1-0. Left side, but well foul. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Edman calls for it. He's got it one away. Digging in next, Austin Riley hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
Riley, 23 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 5.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Ronald Acuna is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And it's quickly 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Brave. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the big bat at Paul Goldschmidt. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here comes the 1-2. Arenado swings, and this one is crushed out to left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Harrison Bader is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is Rosario, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Luke Jackson. Mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.